hosted by Leif Gantvoort, Travis Oates, Alexa Cappiello, and Dan Billet.
Everything's there.
And I'm Brett Sheridan, and today's Dungeon Master, here he is, Travis Oates.
Thank you, Brett, and thank you to the Los Alamos Overenthusiastic Children's Choir. Welcome to the show that celebrates games by playing games about games. That's right, every episode we play games, and every episode is a game where my fellow hosts will accumulate points at my discretion, sometimes tied to the games we play, and sometimes not. This week, we are launching the above-board D&D campaign.
That's right.
So to celebrate that, this episode is all about Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, something I know nothing about.
With our special guest star being a superstar in the world of Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, is that true?
Jason Charles Miller.
I've heard of that guy.
Yeah. And of course, we'll be joining our regular hosts, Leif Gantvoort. We're going to start the game right off here,
Okay,
Leif.
all right.
Unicorn or Pegasus, which goes better with that outfit?
Obviously a unicorn.
That is the correct answer. 5 points for Leif.
Yay, I got points.
Dan Billet?
Yes.
Ranger or Bard? Who has the better Roth IRA?
Ranger, for sure. Bards spend it all at the
That
pub.
is incorrect.
All right.
That is incorrect.
Wow.
Gets no
5 more
points?
points to Leif.
Yay!
It starts.
Lex Cappiello. Sword or sorcery, which looks better on a resume?
Oh, sorcery.
Oh, that is correct. That is correct. Yes. Only one who got that wrong was Dan. And Brett Sheridan in the booth there. Brett, Evil Temple or Mysterious Pyramid, which one is more likely to lower your property values?
Ooh, Mysterious Pyramid.
That is correct.
Boom!
Wow, that is amazing. Everybody got that correct, but Dan. Dan is off to a bad start.
Oh, wow. Yeah, this is how
It'll be one
it's...
of those episodes.
That's how it's played. Whoever has the most points at the end will win, and so will one of you.
Yay, people!
Because we also play for a lucky fan who's left a comment on one of our videos. We'll reveal who that winner is at the end of the game, so stick around because you might be a winner.
I don't feel like a winner, not yet.
Yes, well, neither does Dan.
Yeah, I have no doubt that I will
and-
not.
Well, do they win, Brett?
Well, Travis, naturally they'll win a game because...
Excellent.
Hey!
We're getting so good at that. Only 10 or 12 more episodes.
Hey, we could go back to everybody saying it.
And we can't have a winner without a game. So let's play one, shall we?
Yeah, let's play a game.
First up, we have the Wheel of Bad Decisions. Ooh.
It's a new game.
Sounds ominous.
You need a wheel for
It
that?
is a wheel.
That's
Look at
just
this.
called my
This
life.
sound- yeah, I was just saying, my career choices on there.
We got an actual wheel. All right. Are you ready for this? So this is a new game that we've never played before.
We love new games, so we've never played them before.
Sometimes when playing Dungeons and Dragons,
Yes.
you don't always make the optimum play. You know what I'm talking about, Dan. Tune in this week to see Dan almost kill an NPC. This wheel here has a number of scenarios that you might run into in a typical fantasy role-playing experience. You're going to describe to me, after spinning, the absolute worst decision you could make in that situation. Either something you do or something you say that would get you and maybe your entire party killed.
Oh.
So each one of you is going to get a chance to spin the wheel, but you're going to spin, and then all three of you are going to give me what you think is the worst thing or answer or thing you could have done in that situation.
Okay.
I will assign you experience points
Oh.
in descending order from the absolute worst to the merely unwise.
Okay.
All right, everybody understands?
Nope, but let's play.
All right, excellent. All right, you're up first, Leif. Give that a monster spin, shall you? There we go. Round and round it goes.
It's on the blue, light blue.
It,
Distracting.
up, went over here. What does that one say?
Haunting a Minotaur.
Okay, so the scenario is taunting a Minotaur.
Taunting a Minotaur.
We'll start with you, Leif. What is the absolute worst thing you could do when taunting a Minotaur?
Tickle its nethers.
Okay. The thinking there, tickling, just kind of getting right in there, right?
Just get it in there, just a little tickle.
Sure. That could end up badly for you and your party. Lex, what are you thinking?
I was gonna say, wearing a stake right on your head.
A steak?
Yeah.
Like literally, like I have
Just
your
like-
dead family on my face. Suck it. Yeah. That's one way of going. How about you, Dan?
It's when you quote Austin Powers. You say, "Are you horny, baby?"
Oh, look at that!
It.
Look at that!
I like it.
Well, I'm going to say that of the three of those, Lex's is probably. Especially because he doesn't know where that steak's coming from. Could be a family member. I'm going to say that that's the worst.
Yes. So
I'm going to say that Leaf's was the second worst.
Second worst.
So
Okay.
15 points to Lex, or experience points. 10 experience points to Lex, and 5 experience points for Dan. Because although creative, I think he might laugh.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm laughing.
All right.
still.
All right.
All right, but next, all right, here we go. Next, Lex, give that wheel a monster spin. You got to do it nice and
Vanna
hard.
White.
Yeah. All right, there we go.
Oh, purple. Finding a mimic.
Finding a mimic. We're going to start over here. So you have just found a mimic. What is the worst thing that you could possibly do in Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah, you rummage around its inside, still looking for the gold.
Sure. All right. Okay, just putting a hand in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put a hand in its mouth. We
mimic-
need to explain what a mimic is.
A mimic is a treasure chest that is a living organism that when you open it up, it's actually a mouth.
Very
so-
sharp teeth. That
So
wants
maybe
to-
maybe
Okay.
getting in there,
All right.
maybe
Yeah, you
putting your head in and really
Yeah,
giving it a
really
good look.
having to look around in there.
So it might be bad to mock a mimic.
I don't know. What do you say? What would you say to mock that mimic?
I don't know. I know you are, but what am I?
That's how you're mocking the mimic?
I know you are, but what am I?
Okay, well, then who's coming in last? Lex?
I'm going to say taking another party member and just sacrificing them, throwing them in the mouth.
Throwing a
Yes.
party member in the mouth?
Yes. I mean, so that you could, he's concentrating on,
Sure.
Eating it so that
Sure.
you can, get the gold, right?
What
Is
would you
it-
say while doing that? Just say,
Sorry.
Sorry. All right. All right. Okay,
For
well,
the better
I love you.
good.
Bye-bye.
all right, I'm gonna award full points to Dan there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I
Turning
think
it around.
Dan's coming back. I'm gonna give half points to Lex
Great job.
there,
Great
and I think Leaf that's the least one. Just mocking the mimic doesn't feel quite as deadly
Stop
to
it.
me as some of the other ones.
Okay.
You're
right.
looking for something that's gonna kill yourself or the party.
All right, here we go.
That's a
There's-
big
that's a good spin.
That's a nice spin.
My
That's
God.
a nice
That is
spin.
Vanna White would be
Price is-
proud.
Price is right spin.
Yeah.
Testing a new magic item.
All right, testing a new magical item. What would be the worst way that you could possibly test a magical item that might end up killing you or the party?
I would say pointing it at yourself.
Sure. Play that out for us, would you?
No, I don't want to play it up.
Yeah, so
All
you
right,
got-
so,
you-
so you find Harry Potter's wand.
Sure, yeah, one.
D&D.
And,
Yeah.
and you do the magic word abracadabra.
And
that
you just
all
point it
magicians
right
know,
directly
and
into your
you point
mouth.
it right at your eyeball.
That's when you find out it's a wand of fireballs.
Yes. See?
Yeah, basically. Yeah, okay, that's pretty good.
I was going to say just taking it and just smacking it on the ground like, hey, why don't you work?
All right, okay.
Kind of thing.
The barbarian method, we like to call it. How about you, Dan? What-
Just gently running it across your neck and going, this can't be a Vorpal sword.
Sure. nicely done. I'm going to give extra points to Dan for knowing what a Vorpal sword is.
Very nice,
A
Dan.
Vorpal sword, for those of you who don't know, is a sword magically enchanted to cut your head off.
Okay.
So snickety snack goes Dan.
I'm
so that's
well suited for this game, is what you're saying.
you are. You know a lot about Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes.
You're in the game that is premiering this week, and
Yeah.
you do an amazing job.
And I show
and
all
I'm
my
giving
skills out there.
giving you the next tier. I think you're going to be surprised. And Lex, final tier. I don't think smacking it is as bad as
That's
what the
fair.
other two have come up with.
Okay.
All right, here you go, Leaf. Try again. There we go.
That's the same one, right?
Same one. Do it again.
Taunting a minotaur.
Yeah.
We've already taunted the
We've
Minotaur.
already taunted the Minotaur.
Stumbling upon a beholder.
Stumbling upon a beholder. Do you know what a beholder is?
don't.
So a
I don't know
beholder
what a
is a
beholder.
floating guy with a bunch of eyes.
Uh-huh.
One of the most famous D&D monsters of all time.
Okay. All right. So I stumble upon a beholder,
Yeah.
and I'm supposed to pick the worst thing that I
Worst
could
thing
possibly
you could do in that situation.
In that situation. I mean, I only have 10 fingers, so poking 10 eyes.
It does have 10 small eyes and one large
10
eye.
eyes. So I just poke it in the eyes.
Yeah, so each finger in one eye and maybe
And-
your face in the last one.
Yeah, and then I
Yeah.
pull one hand out and I tickle its nethers.
A lot of nether tickling. Finding a beholder's nethers might be
That
more
was going to
difficult.
be my question, my answer,
Sure.
but now I'll have to
Sure,
change
you're gonna have to come up with that. I'll come back around to you.
I was gonna say pull my pants down and moon them.
Oh, beholders love that.
I'm sure they do.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, are you supposed to do something bad? 'Cause
Well, it's the worst thing she could do. That's pretty bad.
it is?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because it's not even an attack.
Lex's naked backside is bad?
Well, her character's naked.
Yes, my
backside.
character's naked.
It looks a
Let's not
lot
get
like
carried away.
Lex.
No, she
Yeah.
doesn't.
She does look almost exactly like that.
Oh my god.
I was gonna say, you just go up and go. Where do you pee from?
Oh,
and,
nice.
Sure.
Very nice.
Sure.
And you'll see my hand there tickling.
And then you'll know as it pees right on his hand that's where they pee from.
because they float.
They float, Sure,
yeah.
you know,
they do.
and don't appear to have any.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. Absolutely. Well, I'm going to give top marks to Leif for that. I think poking
Very
them in
nice.
the eye with every finger is the way to go. I'm gonna give Lex second place there and Dan third place. All right, Lex.
Woohoo!
Here we go.
Oh, Vanner White, I'm gonna make you proud. Look at that. Oh, okay.
Meeting
so
the elven.
Meeting the
queen.
Elven Queen. The worst thing, Lex, you could do while meeting the Elven Queen.
come back to me. Give me a second.
Okay, I'll come back to you.
Bring your fraternity brothers to a kegger at the palace.
Sure.
Yeah, that's the worst thing you can do when you're meeting the elven queen.
I got it.
Yeah.
Is the man of the house at home?
Oh, that is, that's up there. I don't know if you could top that, Lex. That is, I hear a lot of elven bows being knocked right now.
I mean, kind of similar. Are you sure you're gonna eat those mashed potatoes? Second serving of mashed potatoes.
You're
Basically,
Are
like
you
shit.
fat shaming
Yeah,
the
that's a long
queen?
way to go to fat shame.
You're fat shaming the
Just
queen.
assuming that the queen is eating mashed potatoes, like right, just even like that much. So I'm gonna give again to Leif. That
Thank
was
you.
Very nice. That
would
Although
infuriate.
the frat party was good
The
too.
and I'm giving you second, and Lex
Yeah, that's fine.
in third there. All right.
All right.
Good job.
Exactly.
And
Oh, we've done that before.
all right,
There we go.
we have how many options on there? 30.
14. So,
Okay.
oh boy, well, maybe
That
or
was a
4
beholder.
apparently.
Oh, all right.
Confronting a dragon. The worst
Okay.
way. The worst way, Dan, to confront a dragon.
The worst way to confront a dragon is to say, your skin looks really scaly.
you should use some moisturizer.
Yeah, you should use some moisturizer.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Just to make fun of its.
That's the worst way you can think of that you can.
Well, you know, and then you could also stick your hand in its mouth and
Sure,
try to rummage
sure.
around looking for its hoard.
For its hoard.
For its hoard. Is,
Mistake it for a mimic.
exactly.
go, okay.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Oh, I think the worst way would be to sneak up from behind and go boo.
Okay. All right. So surprise the dragon in the lair with boo.
Yeah, with boo.
Right. Sure.
That's the worst thing you can say to a dragon. You realize that, right? In dragon lore, boo is an insult.
Boy, all the things that just popped into my head that I can't say right now. Yeah. You're not allowed to use that word for dragons.
Yeah.
They don't like that.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. Sure.
No.
I was gonna say come in with the entire fraternity of dudes and just have a kegger in there. Because
Sure. Same kegger.
And the elven queen.
Yes.
Same kegger that went to
With
the
all
other
of her
queen.
mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
And her husband.
And the dragon's like, "Are you saying I eat too many mashed potatoes? Are you fat shaming me?" Fat shaming the dragon with a bunch of frat guys.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with this one.
We're
welcome.
all
I'm gonna
winners.
say there's not
Equally
I'm gonna say
mediocre.
everybody gets 5. I think that's the.
We all
I'm so
win.
glad that that's the one we ended on.
Yeah.
do one more.
Yeah. No. I think we're good. So at the end of the first game, Leif, you are in the lead.
I know.
Very nice.
Yeah, you
Well
have 70
done.
points.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're in the lead.
Great job.
Dan, you are second with 55. And Lex, you have 50 experience
Oopsie.
points. You're still all of you are quite a ways from 300 experience points. That's you're trying to get to second level here. You're all first.
Oh,
Gotcha.
there's a
Right.
goal.
That's
There's
what
a
we're trying to
goal. Understood.
When we come back, we are going to play one of my favorite games, What's in the Box? What's in the Box? All right.
Very nice.
I didn't realize there was an actual goal. Like, you know, like now I feel like I'm now
you're
gonna win. Yeah. I gotta make this fun.
Okay, everybody, welcome back. So, being the grand poobah of the above board family, I receive
Wait,
a lot
who
of.
elected you to that position?
I'm poobah for life.
Got
It's the ba that keeps throwing me. Yeah, like it's
He can be Pooh. He can be the grand Pooh.
No bother. All right. I'm the great Pooh Bear. Pooh Bear now. Now I'm Pooh Bear. I'm the above board.
Grand Pooh Bear.
I am sent a bunch of weird stuff. Some of which I've ordered, some of which I have not ordered.
Oh.
And that are just sent to me by various companies. And so every time we do one of these and I host, I save some boxes aside to open here and have you guys ask the question. What's in the box?
What's in the box?
So we've
in the
got
box?
we've got a few things here that I have. Oh, it's heavy. All right, so this is the first one we got here.
Give me
the
that.
first one. Oh, she's already
she's
taken it.
already taking it.
Oh, it's heavy,
taking
guys.
Oh boy.
So I have I've only hidden my address from there. Anything else you can
I mean,
use.
it's rather heavy.
So your social security number is still readable.
and
Yeah,
you really
exactly.
want me to just shake this really
I have
hard.
no idea. I mean, in games past, probably not a good idea to shake it really hard.
Yeah, she's right. There's a lot of
It's
of
just-
weight for a small box.
yes.
It's from Austin Hartley in Brooklyn, or no, in New York, on Broadway. Ooh, that's a clue.
That's
a
interesting.
clue. Oh, all right.
Is there a company name?
There's no company name.
Maybe on the back.
Oh, Create 3D LLC.
right.
Crate
Interesting.
3D. Crate 3D.
Crate 3D.
Crate,
Right.
like Krate.
I
It
have
feels
no
like
idea
a
what that is.
square thing in there.
Or Crate.
see.
Funny. Every
What?
time I do this, I forget to bring a knife.
Oh, and I'm not wearing.
yeah.
I've got a knife. You want me to fly in the
Yeah,
knife?
fly in the
fly in
knife.
the
would you?
knife.
Fly the knife.
As these
Fly in
guys,
the knife.
write down their guesses, we're gonna fly in the knife. Every
Right.
single time I forget.
Okay, all right. Yet you remember your boxes.
I remember the boxes. Thank you,
All right.
Brett, everybody. Brett Sheridan. Couldn't do the show without him.
I'm gonna say
Only one here who really loves Brett and shows him that kind of love during the show. Just saying.
I think I might know.
Okay.
Mm.
All right. Are we got some answers here?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
So,
I'm going with the general.
all right. Lex, I'm going to start with you. What do you think it might be in this box?
I said a gigantic metal miniature of a minotaur.
All right. Being
Miniature
alliterative is what we're doing right now.
Say that 6 times.
Giant metal miniature of a minotaur.
fast. Metal miniature minotaur.
All right. What are you thinking?
I think it is like castle or landscape, miniature sort of
Terrain?
Terrain. Yeah, I think
All
that's
right.
that's what I'm
Which is what I said as well. I
Right,
said
yeah.
terrain.
Terrain.
yeah.
I'd be surprised if it's terrain because
It's
usually we
it
get
is
that in a bigger box.
Heavy.
thinking. Yeah, but
Let's-
I think
let's
it might be like
heavy.
specialized. Oh,
Let's see. No, I
No,
don't think
not
so.
at all.
It's
I don't think
cards.
so.
It's always cards.
No, it's not cards, actually.
It's got to be cards.
You guys are kind of right.
Oh, okay.
So this here, let me take the.
Oh, somebody's
I
gonna
now
get
know what
cut.
this is.
Somebody's going to get cut.
Somebody's gonna get. I know this.
Don't. Oh.
I now know what this is. So this
Oh.
is something called 2D Titans.
Wow.
So these.
So it was a monster, a miniature monster.
It is miniature monsters.
Boom.
So there's no terrain. So you are by far the closest for this. But it's not miniatures the way that you think of them.
Interesting.
It
Are they metal?
is
No.
made of plastic.
Oh.
But
and
they're
they're
2D.
A lot of them.
2D.
They're 2D.
I'm gonna take these out and show them off a little bit.
Those are sexy.
They
Yeah.
are sexy.
They're
2D,
full
my
color
favorite character on Facts of
on
Life.
Facts of Life. I saw that coming. So
It's still a good joke.
they are they get punched
Standees?
out
Yeah,
there.
they're like standees.
So if
Oh,
you take a look
fun.
at them, I just placed them so you can see them there. And they have little things that you can put them into. that you can
Bases?
stand bases, yeah. That you can
Bases.
hear the bases.
What is the basis?
Did you buy these for the D&D game or just for funsies?
I don't know whether I was sent these or whether I got these. I think it's probably a Kickstarter. And what I like about them is they're very colorful, very beautiful to look at.
Yeah, they are
and by the way,
popping.
you can see them if you go back to the up, so you can see the front. This is the back, and that is the front. So they have a front and a back to each miniature.
Wow.
So yeah, they're kind of an alternative to the regular miniatures. And if you're somebody like me who doesn't really like to paint them, this is a really good alternative to having very colorful, beautiful miniatures at the table.
so what's the company? It's called
rather cheaply.
2D Titans.
2D Titans Dungeon Crawlers.
Nice.
And we will give a link down below, as always.
Very nice.
If anybody is interested in checking this company
If
out.
we remember to do that. And if we didn't, please point that out in
Yes,
the comments.
yes.
Where's the link?
Where's the link? You guys suck. All right. So I'm going to move on from a box
Oopsie.
to a bag.
Ooh.
All right.
So this
I'll
is a
take it
bag.
first this time.
You can have it first.
Okay. It's a white bag,
It's a
like
white
your
bag.
standard shipping bag.
Yeah.
It is.
Does it have any discerning characteristics to it? Dan?
It does. It is from Temu.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
I love a good Temu
Yes,
package.
who doesn't love a good Temu?
It's one of my favorite things to order something, forget about it, and have it show up. Like, it honestly is. Like going out on the porch and being like, I ordered something?
All right.
It's a joy.
Okay.
Yep.
Lex, I'll let you have the next go with that.
Thank you. So yeah, Timu.
But again, you have no idea what's in there.
I really don't.
So
Oh,
it
this
could,
is
this could be
interesting.
risky.
Yeah.
Timu offers a wide
Well, I don't
range.
get anything like weird on Temu. My wife just
My wife does.
Yeah.
Well, she
well,
gets
my
weird
wife-
stuff all the time.
my wife who just had her a major milestone birthday party was ordering tons of stuff off of Temu, but I'm
But this
fairly
is in your
selective.
name. Like
This is in my name. Yeah.
Okay.
Can I ask? This is a legit question.
Yes.
Is
Because
it
every other question has been unlegit.
exactly? Is it really Temu or Temu?
I have no idea.
Nobody knows.
Nobody
Nobody knows.
knows.
Nobody-
Right.
See, isn't
I'm-
that weird? It's got like circular things.
Yeah.
Oh, then I do know what this is.
Yeah, I'm trying.
It's like
Hell yeah.
Ooh, is it circular things?
Thank you, Brett. You're my favorite.
Oh, I know what that is. 100%.
All right.
do you?
Yep.
Sir, I'd like to order 5,000 circular things.
Give me your best circular things and do
Is
not,
this the circular thing shop? It certainly is.
by all means, please go in the back, find your best circular
What?
things and bring them forth.
What can I do for you today? I'd
I'm-
like a square. You're the wrong place. Get out of here. Get out of here.
I've told you 10 times to get out of this store.
All right. All right. Who has an answer to this
All right. I
conundrum?
said circular stands for minis plus fabric for terrain.
Okay. Everybody thinks I've got terrain.
Kinda like-
I say weird shaped dice.
Weird shaped
What?
dice. All right.
I'm going with plastic rings to rule them all.
yes.
Well,
perfect.
I believe I'm about to pull these out, but I believe you're by far the closest.
Wow.
That's right.
I believe
There's like
these
fabric in there.
are actual
Oh,
no, maybe
rings.
not.
Yeah.
Oh.
So as you guys know from playing in some of my D&D games, I give actual items out when somebody gets a magical item.
Wow.
And what these are so if I have magical rings within the D&D game, I can hand real rings out.
Oh, so cool.
So there's an actual look at that. I don't know if you can see that close enough, but that's a fairly attractive.
Yeah, that is
Yeah, it's very
nice.
cool.
It's like a shield wrapped around your finger.
Some
Yeah.
of these look like my high school
And
graduation
so I just
ring.
picked a bunch of rings that kind of
Do you
look like
still
they
have
would
your
be
high school
magical
graduation
rings.
ring?
Yeah, I do.
See, I can't
And,
find mine. I have no idea where it is.
And my letter jacket.
You have your letter.
There
jacket.
will not
What
be-
did you letter in?
I lettered in choir.
Really? You got a
Yes.
letter in choir?
Yes.
Oh, I got you beat. Speech and debate.
Nice.
I had a letter in
Nice.
speech and debate as well.
That was
Yeah,
not
so-
a thing.
so did I.
That was not a thing in Canada. There was no letter.
They did not speak, nor did
Well,
they
no,
debate
didn't.
in
No,
Canada.
but they didn't have letter. Like you didn't. That wasn't a thing. Like they didn't
Yeah.
have lettered jackets
Yep.
and stuff like that.
The thing that was, let me get on a soapbox here for a minute.
Yeah,
they
please.
I also lettered in theater, and they made it like this scripty kind of look, so it didn't look like the football players one. So you clearly were a dork wearing
Nobody
like one
was
that was
mistaking
the
it.
font.
Yeah.
Why just change one font?
Exactly.
Good.
So yeah, there will be no link to the rings. Those are on Temu. You can find like 1 billion different rings on Temu, and I just picked ones that
And
look
I'm
like
going
fantasy.
to. I'm going to go home tonight and order rings.
I'm
So
not.
Order
here-
your own.
Here's another package.
My own rings of power,
yeah,
so that
yeah.
when
The
we're playing
largest-
the
It's so
campaign,
weird.
You
Do
can
remember?
actually get,
Yeah.
by the way, on Temu, Lord of the Rings, like a Lord of the Ring replica. I didn't do that for obvious reasons.
So anyone here read Polish?
Oh, this one's from
Because-
Poland?
Yes, this one's
All right.
definitely from Poland. And Etsy, I think.
Oh, the
so this might be very specific.
Yeah.
You can't tell really anything going on in this box, even so. Just so you know.
Okay, all right.
Not fun.
There is a lot of information on it, though.
Yeah, if you could read Polish.
Those of you who listen
I
to the
can
show,
read it. I just don't understand it.
those of you who have watched the show numerous times know that my family is Polish.
Very
my
nice.
wife's family. So maybe this is a gift from my wife's family in Poland. I doubt that.
Etsy collected taxes on this
Yes,
too.
they did.
And you paid
There-
premium prices.
There are like 8 things on
Polska,
that. Yeah.
Polska, Polska. I'm gonna
Polska
change
is,
the
Pol-
show.
is Poland.
Change this
It's a
thing.
lot of
Poles.
different.
Travis Oates.
I don't know who that is.
Very, very fancy.
That's my best Polish.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no guess
Right?
whatsoever.
Because
I-
you can't even. There's nothing. You can't feel anything in
unlike
there.
games past, Dan, this is the first one where you have not guessed anything.
Yeah.
It's just, there's a lot of lot writing on this.
Yeah.
Oopsie.
Is this the last one?
This is there's a bonus one.
Okay.
Oh.
That's going to be a very quick one that for the D&D.
I gotta have to say, I don't. Are people picking up on the Polish? There's a hint there, right?
well,
Perhaps.
Is
Well,
there?
but
I don't-
also
I have
in
no idea.
Poland, there are a lot
No,
of game
a lot of
companies.
game
That's
companies.
what
There
I
are
was
a lot of game
saying.
companies in Poland.
A lot.
In fact, it's the third. I think it's the third largest game producer in the world.
Is the first one Germany?
Germany and the United States. I think are the first two.
Don't you're pulling the knife towards yourself.
I know.
Scaring
That's
me.
very scary.
Yes.
Like,
I know. It's like
imagine
you
how
tell
fun
people
this show
don't
would
ever
be.
do this, and then whenever I show my son now, this is how you do. Don't ever do this, and then of course I do that.
And now you're fumbling with it and just throwing it at your own throat. just stop.
I don't do this. Worst thing to do with.
All
a
right,
knife.
everybody
All
has
right,
their
shot
answer.
in the dark.
All right.
Here we
yeah.
go.
Sure.
All right. What are you thinking?
I'm not. I don't.
What are you thinking, Dan?
I think character boxes. So
Oh,
okay.
Yeah,
not
excellent.
dissimilar from the sort of books with
Okay.
dice. That
Sure.
sort. So I think it's
Sure.
character boxes.
Very
Character
nice.
box.
Leif, what do you think?
I said a jewelry box for you to put those rings in.
Jewelry box. Okay.
Oh,
Interesting.
right.
Interesting.
I said a honey baked ham.
Honey baked ham.
All the way from Poland.
I do love ham, and I did get this a while ago. So if it's a honey baked ham, it's not going to be one that I can make use of. Well, okay, I remember this. So this
now
is
he
kind of.
does.
I mean, nobody nailed it, but I think Dan
I
may
was
have
the
come the
closest.
closest.
Oh, right.
So
job.
these are. These are actually they're not for minis or for figures. They are for game pieces.
Very nice.
Oh,
So
so
any-
small, thin game pieces,
Any
like
game
coins
pieces
or
where you have usually like little chits or
Chits.
That's a good word to say. Chits.
and this
Very
is mostly
Polish.
because we played a couple games lately, Agamonia and a few others that
yeah.
just
Yeah,
have
sure.
a million of these little guys, and you used to be able to get a lot of these back in the day, and so that's what those are for.
Okay, excellent.
Nice.
And I believe I got it from an Etsy
Just
shop.
clear plastic
Yeah.
cases.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they were very reasonable, and I got like a metric butt ton of them.
Metric
Yeah.
butt ton.
Nice.
That's a Polish measurement.
Well, they use the butt ton system.
Yeah. I did mention it's the
butt tons.
metric butt ton system,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
the,
not
not
the-
the
Right.
imperial
Yeah.
butt
Not-
ton system.
Yep, yeah, of
So,
course.
so Dan got that. So we have an extra one for this.
Oh, no, that's right.
right.
Bonus.
So one extra one. My son when because he got to go to
It's
Dungeons
Dungeons
and
and
Dragons. I
Dragons.
did not. Bought me a blind box.
Blind box.
Oh,
That
right.
was
Dungeons and
literally
Dragons.
Dungeons. It's Dungeons and Dragons.
So can we each pick
and
a?
so each one of you are going to pick what mini monster you think
Okay.
is in here, and I will give double points if one of you gets it right.
All
Very
right.
nice.
So,
Yep. I'm gonna go with the.
all right. So you know what the choices are because they're on the box.
Yep. I got it. Nailed it.
Did you pick this monster for him?
This is a blind box. I have no idea. No, he got this for me. He was in Rochester with you all, and he,
And you've resisted opening it.
yeah, it drove him nuts.
Ah.
I drove him nuts, and I told him, no, I'm going to do it on the show. So it's,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Dan.
All
Yep.
right. All right. So as you write that down, all right. Shall you reveal your choices while I'm opening this up?
I went with the mimic.
Ah,
so
shoot!
you
I
went
did the
mimic?
same.
I went with the
Zorn.
Zorn.
All right. So if it's a Zorn or a Mimic, 60 points will be
You
awarded.
get to take it home with you.
No, my
Break
son would
Evan's
be-
heart.
son would be very upset. No, he got this for me. This is the thing for me. All right. Okay. There's
Yeah, it's weird that you're giving it
multiple
to
levels.
us
So
now.
I know.
nobody's getting any of this stuff. Every time I do this,
Yep, I
people
can't-
think that I'm giving it away. And
Those
I'm not.
Every
rings are
time
gonna
you
look
do
so
it, we
nice
take
on
it
my
whatever it
fingers.
is home.
Nope.
So it's nice that we.
Oh, none of us got
Oh,
it.
Roper.
Oh, I almost picked Roper.
Roper. That's what that is.
Al Roper, right
Yeah.
there. That is Al Roper.
Look at that view. Wow, that's nice. That was a good cut, Brett.
Mr. and Mrs. Roper.
That's fun.
It looks like pickle.
Nice. Yeah, it does look like an angry pickle Rick. Is
It's
what
a
that
pickle
basically
Rick.
looks like.
Nice.
Pickle Rick. Pickle Rick.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Great job.
Great job.
So our point total is Leif with 105 experience points, Lex
Great
with
job.
80 experience points, and Dan with 75 experience points. So you're narrowing the field. When we come back,
Wait, what's the goal again? 200?
300. When we come back, we are going to have 2.5 questions with our special guest star, Jason Charles Miller. I can hardly
Yay.
wait. And I think, Dan, we're going to lose you. We're going to go
Yeah.
you're going to go into the booth.
You're not going to lose me. I'm
Well,
just going to be in
well,
the next.
I mean,
We're
room.
going to lose you.
I'm
pretty
gonna be,
much,
I'm going to be
you're-
making a constant hum of noise underneath, so you won't be able to forget that
you're
I'm
dead
there.
to us at that point. I think.
All right.
Oh, yeah, exactly. All right. Well, be right back.
BRB.
See you guys.
Wouldn't want to be.
I'm off to Beauty Town.
Yeah, I know, honestly.
Okay, and welcome back. Today we have with us a legend, a musician, a entrepreneur, a Dungeons and Dragons expert extraordinaire, Jason Charles Miller. Hello, Jason, and welcome. And also one of my very, very good friends.
Yeah, I saved your wedding. Remember?
I know you did.
That's for another show.
No, I mean, so I had, we had a sound issue.
Yeah, I was at your wedding,
Yeah.
and there was a sound issue,
Yeah.
and I fixed it.
You did?
There was something with the crossover. There was something wrong with the PA system. The preacher we couldn't hear him.
Yep.
And then I went in there and did a couple of things. I
fixed
can't remember what I did.
And you didn't know Travis.
I
or
didn't know
Cassie
Travis.
At the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
No,
I
we
was
knew-
a guest. I was somebody's guest.
We knew you
at
through
the wedding.
We knew you through one of Cassie's friends.
Right. Well, also I did know Cassie on a professional level because I was represented by
SBV.
By SBV when she worked there.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Excellent.
that was it. And then lifelong friendship.
Yeah.
You know?
That was 20 years,
years ago.
20 almost 21 years, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So we've known each other for a really long time. And you also you were music supervisor for the film that I directed. And
Yep. And you directed one of my music videos, Uncountry, which is considered like one of
fact,
my funniest videos.
we'll put the link to that
Yeah.
in here. I had an absolute ball directing that. It was-
Robert
it was-
Picardo played my manager.
Yeah.
He had a weird wig on. It was awesome.
In fact, Curtis from our show was on there as well.
Yeah.
Curtis from
First
Above
played
Board.
Curtis.
Played Curtis.
Yeah.
Which he
He
usually
even
does.
said Curtis.
Yeah. And so you're also like big time in the world of Dungeons and Dragons. Like,
Well, I mean, I dabble. You know, I mean, I've been involved in a lot of streaming shows that were kind of there in early days. I wrote the theme song to Critical Role for Campaign 1 and co-wrote it for Campaign 2. I guested on Critical Role. I was on a show at Geek and Sundry called Foreververse that ran for a few years. I also hosted a show called Starter Kit where we teach people how to play TTRPGs. So besides that...
I love how he started that with, I dabble, and here was the 16,000
Right?
shows that I've been on.
He's humble.
And the part of like, the most famous Dungeons and Dragons group in history, I gave them the audio, that defined them. But I dabble.
No. I mean, yeah, and then I was lucky enough to DM for Luke Gygax's channel for the GaryCon channel, a show that we did called the Gax Pack all throughout lockdown. So that really kind of kept all of us going and kept all of us,
And you are currently in Above Board's Dungeons and Dragons campaign?
Which has the time of this aired.
Tuning in this week as you see this is airing the same week that the Dungeons and Dragons game is going to air. So, and I'm
really
very
fun.
excited to see where you go with it. So thanks.
I got plans.
Yeah.
I know. Wait until you see. Wait until you see. It's a lot of fun. Welcome to the show. Today we're going to ask you 2.5 questions. Mm-hmm. And the way this is going to work is I'm going to ask you the question before you give us the answer.
Am I writing on this thing?
You don't have to write. They're going to write, and they're going to write what they think your answer is, and so then you're going to answer, and we're going to see how close they actually came.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
This is like a weird dating game.
Yeah.
Yes.
In a weird way, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did he tell you how this
And-
ends?
Oh, I go on a date
You
with
went on.
you?
And you pick up the check.
You can choose which one of us in the room you want to go on a date. on.
No, we're vying to
Hey, guys,
win the
I'm also
attention.
here too. So yeah, it's not.
Oh, what's up,
like,
Dan?
You
yeah,
can date Dan as well.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
here we
Dan
go.
is an option.
Yeah. So here's your question number 1. To go with the Dungeons and Dragons theme, you find a dragon's hoard. What magical item does Jason Charles Miller take for himself, and why? All right. So you
So
guys
this is
can
not
write
a
down.
character.
This is not a character. This is if Jason found a dragon's hoard, what magical item would Jason Charles Miller take for himself, and why? Why would he do so?
Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah.
We're assuming that magic is real, right?
Yes.
In this scenario, and that all the magical items that you can think of in Dungeons and Dragons exist. What could Jason use most in his real life?
Okay.
You guys write it down?
You got it? You got it?
Dan?
Everybody in here?
Yeah. I think I got it.
You think you got it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So what are you thinking, Jason? What magical item are you going to grab?
The Ring of 3 Wishes.
Oh, nice.
Sure.
So what you
So-
want to?
No, because that means all of our answers are right.
Well, I was going to ask. So at least I don't want to.
My first wish for infinite wishes.
nice.
It never goes well. It never goes well.
It does. It does every time, Dan.
Yeah. This is a ring of 3 wishes, not a monkey's paw. So I think he's in better good shape. Any particular wish that would be that first wish out of that ring?
Well, of course, world peace.
Oh, thank you so much. I love peas. They're great.
Yeah.
No, peace.
Especially
Oh,
when they're
wait, what?
world.
World peace.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
because I hate peas.
All right. So what do you think?
I said the bejeweled guitar of multitudes.
Sure.
That was my second.
I
Close,
know
close,
Yeah.
close
No,
second.
that's sure. Yeah.
Right?
Sure. What is the guitar? Just out of curiosity, I know, but what people at home might not know what the jeweled guitar of the multitudes does.
It's when you strum it and everybody the world over follows you.
Very
okay.
nice.
The multitude.
See, but I would
of
just use a
people.
wish to make that happen. So
Yeah,
I
that's
was just
true.
trying to cut
Same
to the
thing,
chase.
One of the
Yeah.
3 wishes. I told you.
No, I understand.
Points.
All
Lex,
right,
what are you thinking?
So, I stole my thunder a little bit here. A magical golden guitar that plays a theme song for his life, just like in life.
Just
there's a
follows
theme-
him around
Yes.
and plays the
I
things
like
that-
these answers better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would it like float behind me and
Yes,
kind of just like be
yes.
my soundtrack? I like that.
That sounds like that's until something bad happens, or you fall and it's like, wah, wah, wah. Yeah, exactly.
No.
Exactly. Follows your.
So
There it is. The wrong one.
What are you thinking, Dan?
Well, I had played some Dungeons and Dragons before, and
What?
so I said wish ring because of course that's what you would wish, what you would want.
Wait a minute. Can we confirm this? Because he's in the other room.
That's
I
true.
know, I know.
Yeah, we can't,
Wish-
unfortunately.
So Dan gets
Brett's here. See,
all right.
Brett's here. Wish ring.
Wish ring. All right.
It doesn't even look like it says that on the board.
Yeah, so I'm gonna give.
My
I'm gonna-
writing is bad.
That is really
wish
bad.
ring.
That is-
There you go.
It looks like
That
it says lush end.
Yeah.
Well, you sure? Now you might want a lush end also. like that's a rarity.
That's
a-
what happens after a
I'm
massage,
going
right?
to give Leif and Lex a few points there, but I'm going to give Dan a buttload of points.
Yeah, that was
Buttload.
good. That was
buttload.
good.
Wait, is this a metric butt
That is a
ton?
metric. That is a metric butt ton from the
Thank you.
Polish
right.
system. All right. Second question.
Okay.
What is your Jason Charles Miller's
Yeah.
highest stat?
Ooh.
All right. So now,
All right.
so give him a second here. So what is your highest stat? And I didn't really specify. I mean, technically, you could go outside of the game of Dungeons and Dragons, but then these guys have no chance.
I mean,
but-
Right.
this is easy.
is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I'm an entertainer.
Yeah.
So I'm also a klutz. I am also. I don't know how intelligent or wise I am.
Okay.
I'm maybe in the 9 or 10. 10
I
or so.
think you're more wise than you realize. I've known you for a
okay,
lot of years.
all right.
I would say your wisdom is significant.
Okay. Well,
Perhaps
thank you.
he's wise enough to know how not wise he is.
Yeah.
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 So
Yeah.
that is a kind of
actually,
wisdom.
Yeah.
Inception.
I often say I'm just smart enough to realize how stupid I am.
Sure.
So I don't know what number that
Decent
would
wisdom, not great intelligence is what you're saying.
It's a valuable tool to have.
be. Strength, that varies depending on whether I'm going to the gym or not. And constitution, okay, I'm fairly healthy, but I would say charisma is my.
All right, so you're saying charisma?
Yeah.
Charisma.
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 Sorry, here we go.
Charisma.
There we go.
I'm not
And he-
surprised
And he
by
also
that.
has a great RBI.
Yeah. Wow. Cool.
Oh, and
How's my
RBR.
on base percentage?
Yeah, yeah. All right, so
But also-
everybody's going to get a buttload there.
And a great way of speaking when
Yes.
he wants
Oh, my
to
goodness.
speak
thank
and
you.
really claim it.
You should do voiceover.
Yeah.
If you've ever thought about doing it.
Yeah, people have told me I should. I heard it's really easy and really easy to get into.
Really easy to get into.
And,
lucrative.
and I'm the only person that's ever had this idea.
Yeah, every time I give talks, they say, "How easy is it?" You just literally go to a place, say you want to do it, and they give you jobs.
Yeah.
Millions of dollars.
That's what happened 25
Yeah.
years ago when I started.
Show up,
Yeah.
show up every day at 9:00, and they give you a job. All right, so the next one is the half question.
Right.
So
yeah.
this half question is not a fully fleshed question. So you can do with it what you will. You can answer it. You can finish the question if you want, and then answer it. It is really up to you. However you want to accomplish that. When is the last time you? And that's it.
I know when that happened.
So they're going to give answers.
Okay.
You can interpret that however you want. You can just give the answer if you want and not finish the question. You can finish the question. You can do anything you want. It's completely up to you. You are in control, Jason Charles Miller.
Am I though? Because if I'm giving the answer now, and then they're going to give their answer,
Yeah.
I have no control at all.
Well, you have. I mean, technically.
But your answer is the correct answer. So there,
Okay.
Yes, yes.
You have the control.
All right. My answer is this morning.
Oh,
This morning.
this
Okay.
morning. Interesting. I thought it was 2 weeks ago, and it was glorious.
Okay. All right. All right.
I said last night, milk was a bad choice.
Wow. I am not sure what that was at all. That scares me deeply.
Yeah. Dan?
Dan?
Mine was as a boy, and it hurt for a while after.
Great job.
Wow. That's that I don't know what to do points wise for that.
I think we should just let this, best left.
So
dogs lie.
I think I'll give Leif the most points for that, but it's not a lot. And then Lex and Dan, I'm frightened of you. I'll give you a little bit of points, but not a whole lot.
That's fair.
So at the end, the point score is now Dan in the lead with 185.
Well,
Hey,
back.
all right.
185 experience.
That was my first wish.
We're getting a lot closer to that 300 experience point
Yeah.
total that you were looking for. Leif is next with 165
I'm
experience
coming in
points, and Lex with 135 experience points. So we are going to return. We're going to play a game. Jason, you're going to stick around with us, and you're going to play the next game. But you are not going to start with 0 points. You are going to have one more point than the highest point total. So you're going to start with 186
You're the
experience
leader.
points.
Wow.
Well done.
Okay, can I write
You are
this
going to
down?
start.
Can I write this down?
You can write it down, but you don't have to. I got it right
Then I
here.
won't.
Yeah, you don't have to. Screw it. Yeah.
You don't have to do anything.
You can. You're
Sit back and relax.
So when we come back, we're going to play the last game, which is this time it's personals. All right, so we will see you in
new
just a
one.
couple moments. Yeah, it's another new game. So next up we have this time it's personals. I'm going to read a personal ad.
You act so knowledgeable. You know this game?
I don't know this game. I don't know anything about it.
Take me
I'm
sure.
scared of this game.
I'm going to read a personal ad placed in the Lonely Hearts Underdark Gazette.
Oh my god! See, you're already talking in terms. That
But wait,
just
are we
going
really
over
in
my
the
head.
Underdark, or that's just the name of it?
Well, you'll.
All right.
I would say we're actually in the Underdark.
Is
Okay.
the answer
So-
always drizzed?
When no,
Okay.
when
I am
you
so ill-equipped for this game.
It's okay. You'll be fine.
the
You know, Dan, you know
the
that you know
personal
about
ad.
my Dritz connection, right?
No, I don't know. What's your
Yeah,
drizzt?
I am the voice of Dritz Stewarden in Neverwinter Online.
No way.
Yes.
That-
I've heard about your adventures with Regis.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, but now,
I've
now I'm all
voiced him for
tingly.
many years.
Can I just put a Jason Scott, Charles Miller ad in the Underdark Gazette instead of a Driss one?
So each one of these ads is describing a iconic Dungeons and Dragons monster.
Oh, okay.
Can't wait.
When you think you know that Dungeons and Dragons monster that has placed that ad, you are going to lift up your paddle, and I am going to stop, and you're going to give me that name. If you are right, you get the experience points for the round. You will get less experience points for every guess that has preceded you that was wrong.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, so it's like Jeopardy.
Yeah, so you're going to get the most the first time, and you're going to get less each time after that.
Got it.
And you cannot guess more than once in a round. So if you
Oh,
don't think
okay.
you know, you
right.
can't keep guessing. Okay?
Okay.
Everybody understand?
Oh boy.
Dragon. No,
But what kind?
We're gonna
Red dragon.
we're gonna start
White Dragon.
we're gonna start simple
Okay.
and get more difficult as it goes
Okay.
on.
All right.
All right, you ready?
Ready,
Yes. I can't wait.
Large and lovable loner looking for a lifetime companion. Are you sure?
I can tell you
Is that
with
the whole thing? The whole
sincere
description?
honesty,
Okay.
I am as sure as I am ever going to be.
Okay. All right. What do you think it is, Leif?
Godzilla.
No. But good guess. No. Not really good guess.
Does it keep going?
It does.
Oh, okay.
But he just lowered the point score for everybody else.
Thanks.
Thanks,
The
Leif.
only
Yeah.
thing I can do.
Hoping for someone I can be fully transparent with, and someone who won't be turned off by my personality, which has a tendency to fill up the room.
Oh.
Jason.
Gelatinous cube.
Gelatinous cube.
Yes, of
That is
course.
correct.
Yep.
Great job. Great job.
Let me finish off the ad. Looking to slide into your life and engulf you fully and completely with my love. Some say I'm smothering, but they just don't know the real me. Hobbies include jello molds, cubism, and jazz. So that's gelatinous cube.
Very nice.
All right, next up. Are you lonely?
Yes.
Well, I can change that. I'm an avid lover of heavy metal and underground clubbing. Don't worry, I won't bite. Well, I will bite, but I'll only do 1d8.1 plus 1 piercing damage. My hobbies include metalworking, breaking down barriers, and Danielle Steele novels. If you're looking for someone to break down that emotional or physical armor you've wrapped yourself up in, all right?
I'm just gonna start using terms from Dungeons and Dragons that I think I know.
Sure.
Berserker.
No.
No.
A lithid?
Nope.
Rust Monster.
Rust Monster.
Jason.
Jason
Yep.
gets it again.
Great job.
The rest
Well
of
done.
this was so if you're looking to break down that emotional or physical armor you've wrapped yourself up in, I'm your man. Well, not a man, more of a lizard-like dog-sized insect thing with feathers.
It's,
Call me. All right, next up.
wait, stop
Let
it.
me guess. Godzilla.
No, mimic.
No.
Good guess.
I'm a fun-loving party animal that can't wait to see you. Are you easygoing? Do you love to get stoned? Then I'm just the companion for you. I just want to stare into your beautiful...
Maybe Earth Elemental? No?
No.
Okay.
I just want to stare into your beautiful eyes, gaze into your soul, and make a connection.
Johnny Depp.
No.
No.
Don't be petrified of commitment. Once I get all 8 of my arms around you.
Oh, there it goes.
Basilisk.
Basilisk. Jason is killing this.
He's killing it.
Yeah.
He is just about to
I
level
was
up.
waiting to see whether it was a Medusa
Yeah.
or a basilisk.
Right.
Yeah.
The next one.
The rest of this was you'll feel safe and as porous as ever. Whether you're more sedimentary, igneous, or metamorphic, I'll be your rock and you'll be mine forever. So that was the
Excellent.
rest of Basilisk. All right, you ready? Here we go. Searching for a companion that wants to have a ball with me. Not really looking to be tied down, I'm more hoping to float in and out of your life. I enjoy legendary actions and staring contests. Looking for someone I can see eye to eye to eye.
Minotaur.
Minotaur?
Yeah.
It's a beholder.
Beholder.
What's the difference?
Between
Really?
a Minotaur
Oh,
and a
sorry,
beholder?
sorry. I thought the eye one was a Minotaur. Sorry,
Nope,
sorry,
nope,
sorry,
nope.
sorry.
It's the one
Finishing
that
it
I
off.
poked in the eye last time,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
Yes. Looking for someone I can see eye to 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 eye with. Hobbies include excessive optometry and anti-magic cones.
Very nice. Very nice.
These are
Now-
clever, Travis.
Now
They're
we've
very
gotten,
clever.
Thank you. Now we've gotten to the hard ones.
oh, great.
All right.
Here we go.
I'm never going to level up.
I love you.
Much older man looking for, well, anyone, I'm not picky. Hoping to share my substantial home, lair really, I have a lair, with someone who can keep up with me and my busy schedule. Turn-ons include necromantic magic, phylacteries, and Demi Moore.
Lich.
No.
Jason John Miller was wrong.
Turn-ons include necromantic magic, phylacteries, and Demi Moore.
Demi-lich.
Oh,
Yeah, Demi-lich. There we go.
That's right.
I got yeah, okay.
Yeah, finishing
Because there's
the
a difference.
a big difference.
There
Yes.
is.
Turn-offs are the living holy light in country music. If you want to get ahead and only ahead, plus you really dig dudes that have soul gems instead of eyes, I'm the one for you. Paladins need not apply. All right. And finally,
Oh, this is the last one?
this is the last one.
All right.
I'm going to come back from behind.
Yeah, you are.
Yep.
You only have
135
you're only
points.
135 points behind the other two. All right. Tiny, mostly defenseless creature looking for love. Searching for an intelligent but slow-moving companion who's more into what's on the inside than what's on the outside. Enjoy spending long stretches with an incapacitated partner in the Underdark. I'm really hoping to get inside of a partner's mind and become one with them.
Intellect Devourer?
Intellect Devourer for the
Yep.
win.
Very nice.
Yep.
Jason
Yep.
just leveled up.
Jeez.
Inside a partner's mind and becoming one with them, mind, body, and soul, but
Yeah.
mostly mind.
Dan knew it.
Hobbies,
I was right. I was
yeah.
second after you, but you beat me. You beat me.
Hobbies include puppetry, telepathy, and brain surgery without anesthesia. Brain fetish is a plus because I'm a brain with legs. Intellectual. And I thought that one you might have a real chance to get because at the beginning of
Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's
Trust me.
Gate,
Trust
they're
me.
all over the place.
And they're in the D&D movie, too.
I know.
They are.
Yeah.
They're almost all of these are in the D&D
I was
movie,
also
actually.
waiting for Demigorgon, but that never happened.
Yeah. Now, in fact, I picked a lot of these that were in the D&D movie too because I know you guys had seen that. So,
Oh, thanks.
If I had only
Well, no,
retained any information.
yeah, exactly.
It's the thing is I know what these monsters look like. I just some of the names of them. I'm like,
So, and I got to
Do you
tell
want
you,
to date any of them? Because they're
no.
looking. They're
Yeah, I
looking.
mean-
and I do think that you would have had a better chance. Originally, I was going to do this with player classes.
Yes.
But he's like, oh, I don't know. That seems like that would be a little. And he made me feel like that would be too easy.
Way to go, Leif.
So I switched to monsters
We would have
instead.
had a chance.
I switched to
Would
monsters
we have
instead.
two words would have came out, and Jason would have known what it was right away.
Chance.
I'm just
You
pissed
wouldn't
I
have
didn't
had a
get
chance.
demi-lich. Dang it.
Oh, it's
Well,
gonna beat
yeah.
you up tonight.
Do I get
Yeah.
partial credit for lich?
I would give you partial credit.
You already
he
won.
levels up
on
Like,
my-
you
you won my-
already won.
So,
right.
so in fact, so the final scores, we have Lex bringing up the rear with 135 experience
Very
points.
nice.
I really do feel like by next session you'll hit second level.
Oh, proud of you. So proud of you.
So don't worry about it. I think I feel like your role playing was really strong here. So
Appreciate it.
Leaf 165
Very nice.
Oopsie.
experience points. So you're more than halfway there.
I am. All right.
So
Living on a prayer.
Just a
Yeah.
couple more battles, and
couple
maybe
more
I'll do
battles, and you're
Yep.
there.
All right,
Dan, 295.
Oh, so close.
So close.
Yeah.
In fact, you know what? I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to say you leveled up.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
going to say you leveled up. I can't not have you level up.
Your
with just
kindness
5.
is a milestone.
I
Thank
appreciate that. But in the lead, not shockingly,
you. No,
Shockingly
not at all.
one of the experts of Dungeons and Dragons in the room, Jason, with 335 experience.
Well
Very nice,
done.
Jason.
Well done.
Well into second level and
Played.
ready to now transform into animals.
If this were first edition and I was a cleric, I would finally get spells.
Well, if this was first edition, you'd have another
Yes.
700
Oh, right.
experience
Yeah,
points to go or so.
exactly. Yeah.
665 experience.
I think maybe even on 1,700. Anyway.
Yeah, yeah. So it was a lot. Was it second edition? It went up to it was 1,000 because they in first edition everyone had completely different numbers.
Right.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
crazy.
Welcome to Everything's a D&D.
Yeah. Thank you
it
for
is.
joining us for our special session where it's all about Dungeons and Dragons. Please check out our D&D game. Everybody
please do.
who is in the podcast is part of that show. So,
Except for Brett.
Except for Brett. Brett's although Brett is a
Brett was
He's an
producing.
integral part of
Yeah.
it. You just don't see him on
yeah.
camera.
You don't see it on camera. You just
Not
see him.
yet.
He's behind the camera going, "Why do they do this to me?" He was helping us run sound and.
I can't wait
being
for
run
Brett to
ragged.
play a NPC or something.
Yeah, we'll bring
that'd be
Brett
good.
in there. We'll
Yeah,
bring
that'd be fun.
Brett in there to be the harried bard or something. You'll be a bard in an episode there, Brett. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, well done.
Anything you want to plug while you're here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you know what? A brand new board game that I just saw on the shelf called Miller Zoo.
So
I
you're
bet
plugging
it's good
someone else's game.
because it's got my name on it.
Exactly. Perfect. And do you have a website that
I do,
people
yeah,
come check out?
JasonCharlesMiller.com.
I'll have the link below.
When this posts, they just announced I am performing 2 shows in Yokohama, Japan, September 20th and 21st with
Great
the Primals, which is Soken, the composer of Final Fantasy XIV. It's his rock band. And I'm gonna be singing with them.
Fantastic.
Nice. Awesome.
Fantastic.
And look
you
for lots
haven't-
of tour dates all this year in the U.S. as well.
If you haven't checked out Jason's music, it's fantastic. I absolutely am in love with what he does. I would also like to mean not only did Jason win the title of most winner of everything, but that also means that at Josh Franklin 6688, who commented on one of our videos, awesome. I hope to meet you guys at Gen Con. We hope to meet you too, Josh Franklin. You have a game coming to you. Isn't that right, Brett?
And
I believe Brett is going to bring
Dan.
it. I believe Brett or Dan is going to bring it directly to your house.
I'll,
Isn't that
I'll
how that's
speak
going to
for
work?
Brett. Brett will bring it directly to their house. Yes, absolutely.
and why is it a game? Because
Everything's a game.
That's
even
right.
the
Thank you.
prizes.
Thank you, Los Alamos overreacting children's choir. All right, we'll see you next time, everybody.
Thank you. Bye. Everything's a Game is a production of Above Board TV. The show's theme song is composed by David B. Don't forget to check out our YouTube channel and other social media pages to access even more of our original content.
Everything's a game.
You didn't write the last game specifically for Jason.
Kind of like I
not
did.
at all.
Yeah, it's kind of like you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, look, I didn't know if I was going to